This is our third time in Costa Rica since January of 2021, and we have never experienced this. This is what you would call the perfect storm. Multiple airplanes landed all within a very close time frame and dumped their passengers here.
We're still waiting outside. It's gotten hot enough that I pulled up my hair.
We were all outside in the heat waiting close to the tarmac in a never-ending line.
It only took us about 2.5 hours to get through customs, but we did it! And now we're outside, and of course it's a little bit cooler and there's a nice breeze. And we found our van, transportation, to go to Planet Hollywood. Now we just have to wait for 2 other people who were on our flight.
From the airport in Liberia, it took us about an hour to get to Planet Hollywood. Once you arrive in Planet Hollywood, it is all about making you feel like a star. Which reminds me, take a quick second and subscribe and you will make me feel like a star. And you'll be able to see more videos like these. Movie memorabilia is all over the place, and there are areas for photo ops, or videos. Big, spacious hotel room, big comfy beds, and the best hotel bathroom ever. 2 huge sinks with a huge counter, big mirrors, and plenty of light.
And the biggest shower I've ever seen, with one of the best views ever. And the balcony.
We had most of our meals in this main building since there were only a few restaurants by the pools. The food was wonderful, even if we did have to make dinner reservations ahead of time, unless we went to the buffet. They even had a separate little dessert place that was open daily. It was hard to resist these guilty pleasures, so we didn't. As it is with most all-inclusive resorts, in the evenings there were themed shows. Sometimes the most interesting shows come from the other guests. My favorite show was the one we saw down by the beach. The resort was just as beautiful at night as it was during the day. The main pool was surrounded by a kiddie pool, cabanas with private pools, special VIP pool above, and a spa. At the spa, we had a massage and then did their hydrotherapy rotation, which included the sauna, steam room, cold water from a bucket, scented water, and spray that felt like needles. It was fancy. Just steps from the main pool is the beach. Every beach in Costa Rica is so different. This beach has smooth black sand. There are very little rocks, so it's easy to walk and swim in the water. Capuchin monkeys are everywhere between the beach and the resort in the trees. They are just so fun to watch. Because this resort is built in a hillside, it has gorgeous views. But because it is built in a hillside, there are also a lot of steps to tackle each day. Our room was near the main building at the top of the hill, so we had to go all the way down the hill to the pool. Going down wasn't the problem. It was going back up that was the killer. If you get a room in one of the buildings that are down near the pool, you obviously do not have to make your way up and down every day to the pool and the beach.
Walking in the danger zone.
But since most of the dining facilities and the entertainment is up the hill, you will still have to brave the hill at some point. Thankfully, they do have golf carts and vans that continuously run back and forth, so you just have to wait a little bit to catch the next ride and not have to hike it up.
Morning. Okay, this is your jet ski ride. Oh, shake it. There we go. Hold on tight. Okay, now we're going fast.
I'm driving today.
Go. Oh, that's
Not him.
so fast.
Monkey Head Island.
Nope, it's not. Your side profile with the monkey.
Are you saying I look like a monkey?
Open blue ocean waters and then up a river deep into the mangroves. We didn't see any monkeys or crocodiles on our trip, but this is where you often find them. We also stopped at a white sand beach that had caves to the other side of the cove. If you timed it just right, you could make it across to the other side. We decided to hike up a steep cliff because we saw others doing it as well. I'm not sure why we left our life jackets on. Safety first, I suppose. At the top, we had an amazing view of the other side of the cove. The cliff dropped straight down, which was a little unnerving and breathtaking, but so worth it. Back down again and onto the jet skis. The water was so clear we could see a pufferfish swimming around.
This morning we're heading out on our first Costa Rican fishing experience. It's an all-day event, so let's cross our fingers we catch something, don't get seasick, and have fun.
The white cliffs of Costa Rica. That's really all bird poop.
Have seen Jaws. There you go. Holy mackerel.
It took a while, but we were all able to reel in a fish. Some were used for bait, but some were used for lunch. I've never had fresher fish than this, and it was so delicious. The ride back was a lot more rough than the ride out, like white knuckle it rough. We learned pretty quickly that when the captain shut off the engine, it was time to grab onto something and brace yourself. The rough waters did bring the dolphins out to play, though.
We went quite a ways south. It was nice to see the real pals from the opposite side from where we were last year. It was fun. But then we kept going.
It was, how long did we travel for? More than an hour? It
I don't think it was much more than an hour.
was probably
It
around
didn't seem
an
like
hour.
And then just did some trolling around, caught some black fin tuna. I think that's what it was.
Yep.
Then we used just a couple of smaller ones for bait for rooster fish, Snow Vale.
But we did.
And then we went back to trolling for black fin tuna, so everyone was able to reel one in. And
I didn't reel in a black
Dan
fin.
got to reel in two
Yes.
because they came snap, and then got stole met.
Yep. Yeah, one mackerel. And he took it in the corner of the boat and hit it in the head with a club to stun it. Right?
That's right.
Or did he kill it?
Stun
Okay. Because its heart was still beating when I held it. But then it didn't
swam
move.
away.
So, no, it didn't. It was in the bucket. So we only caught 5 fish today.
it. You know, you never know what you're gonna get.
And the reason we only caught 5 fish was because of the red tide.
Red tide going on right now.
The red tide is going on right now, so it's killing fish and chasing them away. Although on the way back, we did see dolphins chasing our boat, which was pretty cool, and they were playing in the waves. It was a lot of fun. Big jumps there.
But the best part of the day is right here, and it's gone. This was a vanilla
ice cream.
coffee and peanut butter shake, to which it's gone.
Mine isn't. I still have mine.
Yeah.
Anything else?
There are so many adventures just around the corner in Costa Rica. We went whitewater rafting, bathed in volcanic mud, relaxed in natural hot springs, went snorkeling, and enjoyed a sunset catamaran cruise. The links to each of those adventures are in the description below.
Well, Costa Rican bugs and I just do not mix. Allergic reaction all the way. Look at that. My whole ankle is swollen and my entire foot itches.